Hi, this is Erica Dyer with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch and my producer, Nick. Nick, how's it going?
It's doing all right. We're in the thick of the holiday season. Things are
I know.
things are the way they are.
I am so glad Thanksgiving's over. I mean, we didn't even do anything on my end, but I am so glad it's over. And now we can just kind of get over. I haven't even put a Christmas tree up. I guess I should do that for my boys, but you know, yeah, Christmas, and then we can get into New Year and start again.
Yeah, yeah. New Year's. Everyone makes fun of New Year's. It's like a half-ass holiday, but you get to drink and kind of not remember
Yeah.
some of the year for a bit. It's fine. It's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. You wake up a little hungover. You're okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
And anybody listening, make sure you send in your questions, Erica Dyer podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you send in your questions. Also, if you're also, we also are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well, in case you can't catch us anywhere else. So we're everywhere you want to listen to podcasts.
Awesome. Awesome.
So what we're talking about this week.
Well, a couple weeks ago, it was my birthday, right? And we had talked about my birthday. We had a podcast come out that day. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but I decided because I was telling Kathy and some other friends, I said, you know what? I'm 49 fucking years old. I'm going to post some thirsty pics. That's exactly what I called them too. I'm going to post some thirsty pics just to get a response, right? So it took me like forever. My God, it took me like 2 hours to get fucking ready. Jesus, I had like three different kinds of eyeliner on. I had two different kinds of mascara and a mascara primer, a couple different kinds of eyeshadow. I mean, it takes a lot for me to look good, right?
This is where it's wonderful. It's gonna be a guy because you gotta do is shower, shave my face,
I know, fuckers.
comb my hair, and then put on like half a suit and take a picture that way, and then I'm fine.
Oh, my God. And then, I got them fucking bags under my eyes. So I'm trying to take a picture at a good fucking angle where you can't see the bags under my eyes and got to make sure the lighting's good. And then I decided because I want to post thirsty pics because I'm 49 years old. My boys are grown. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to post a picture, not showing my nipple. You can't do that online, but I used to fucking run around naked all the time. Like I used to constantly be naked, and we'll get to that in a moment. But what I did was I changed several different outfits, and I was like, okay, so I should have had my hand down instead of up because my tits are saggy. They're 49-year-old tits, right? I've had a couple kids. And so I got my shirt open, and like I told Kathy, I'm wearing like this black shirt in the one picture with these flowers on it. And it's like barely like right to where my nipples are. And then you can see the part of my chest that's not covered. The rest of it's covered right there by my nipples. And I said, the funny thing is, Kathy, that's all the farther I could get it. I couldn't fucking button it. That's how much weight I've gained because I was gonna put it on and just have it a little unbuttoned, and I couldn't get it any further. I'm like, my God, I can't get this shirt any further. So I manipulated those pics and try to get some good thirsty pics, and I posted them on Facebook. Oh, hell no. The responses I got. Oh my
Okay, were
God.
the, were the responses at least mostly positive?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good,
So
good, good, good.
most of them were thirsty fucking men that when I post my regular pics, how I look like every day. I mean, if they fucking saw me now, I don't even think I showered today. No, I didn't. So if if you see me on an average every day, them fuckers ain't trying to send me a private message. Oh, hell no. Post them thirsty pics and they're all up sending me messages and like, I feel a connection with you. We should meet. And I'm like, yeah, I bet
Oh my
so,
God.
you thirsty fucker. See, where were you when I was like in my robe? because that's what I wear. Like, I ran to Wendy's tonight wearing my robe, So most of them were positive. I would say 99.9%. Some people didn't comment online, but they might have said something to me about them. For the simple fact, of course, they don't want their name kind of in there saying, oh, this is, me looking at Erica's pics. They didn't want that to be known.
Yeah. Some people won't even like it because it'll show up and they don't, they don't want that. So they'll just tell you in person or do something else. This way there's no actual electronic record of it.
Yes, exactly. I've had several people do that. But for the most part, it was positive responses, right? And I had several pictures, and some of them were really good. Some of them were so. Well, I got a cousin who's just almost exactly 1 year younger than me, right?
Yeah.
And for as much as a fucker, he is like one of those people that are like, people and social media. And if you don't like what he likes, you're a horrible person. But I love him because he's my cousin. And so when I posted these pics, I mean, you can tell by the first couple pics, you probably shouldn't click any further if you're related to me. I'm just going to say that. If you hadn't seen the pics, I mean, you probably shouldn't click any further. So he clicked through the pics and he got to the one pic and he posted, he was like, stop it immediately, and put like all these exclamation points. And I'm just like, fuck off. I mean, fuck off. What are you looking at cousin titties for anyway? I mean, why did you go further into the pics? From the first few pics, you kind of should have known.
Yeah, you can kind of, yeah. Yeah. Come on now. This is 2022. Don't be an idiot. Don't act like I didn't know. Like, you fucking knew.
I'm like, so then I'm like, okay. So I know my cousin. And then he posted on something else that I responded to. It was somebody else's post too. And he replied and told me to put my saggy tits away. And I'm like, I know your saggy tits are bigger than mine. I shouldn't be showing my tits if you can't show if you're not going to show yours. But then I started thinking about it because I told you before, I could have 1,000 people saying, my God, for a 49-year-old woman who physically carried 2 children, you look pretty damn good. But it takes that one fucking person to say something. And then I'm like, oh. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, I bet you anything. It wasn't the fact that I looked bad. It was probably the fact he was blinded by looking at cousin titties. And that's on him. That ain't my motherfucking fault. He should not have buried himself deeper in those motherfucking pictures. So that's on him if he traumatizes himself.
Oh my God, cousin titties needs to be the name of it. Name of a show at in Alabama on like Fox or FX or whatever late at night. Jeez.
Exactly. And it's so funny because a lot of the people that the ones that I just had recently added from movies and things like that, and these thirsty guys, most of them I just kind of ignored. Some of them I did start talking to at first, and then they started getting, I feel a connection, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's just start archiving your shit because, yeah.
You put them on mute because you know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, I'm like, no, because you've been on my Facebook for about 6 months now, and now you're feeling a connection. I get you. Okay. So you don't feel a connection when I post a picture of my cats. So no. Because trust me, those pictures are not what you wake up next to every day. So it's fine. But then I started thinking, I'm like, everybody was like shocked. Oh my God, Erica, you're posting these pictures. I had a couple girlfriends were like, you got these boys and you might regret that. These motherfuckers don't know me because you know what? Let's talk about naked Erica. I don't know about you, But back in the day, I wouldn't fucking keep my clothes on for nothing. And we're talking from the time I was little, like 2 years old. My mom used to tell me that I was like an escape artist. I would escape the house buck naked, no diaper or nothing. And they would find me, like farmers down the road would bring me back and be like, hey, your naked child was out running around. I was constantly naked. And then when I was in high school and we would have parties. So, and I'm sure you're the same way. The more you drink, the hotter you get. Like, I start getting warmer
exactly.
and warmer and warmer. I start taking fucking clothes off. It was not unusual. And I kid you not, I wish people would write in and tell us, about, their interactions with me, because I would be at a party and I'd fucking strip naked. I'd be the only one naked at this goddamn party. And I'm just standing there talking to you like we're drinking and like, yeah, hey, you see so-and-so over there? I'm just fucking naked.
I can imagine you're talking to a guy and then just like you're stripping and just completely engaged in the conversation. He's like, and you're just like taking all of your clothes off.
Yeah,
what's happening right now?
And it's so funny because the people that were used to hanging out with me didn't even react. Like, I swear to God, we would have all these parties and I would just be fucking naked. I would just walk around naked. Hey, how you doing? You need anything? It never occurred to me to like put clothes on. I was hot, man. And thank God nobody tried to fuck with me. I'd probably throat punch them. But so after high school, well, actually, see, this actually wasn't me getting naked, but I might as well. Actually, I was naked. So senior year, I went to school with all these fuckers, right? And we have this big ass picnic. And this fucking friend that I had talked me into getting this white bathing suit, fucking white bathing suit up at the mall. And I think I can't remember where I got it from. I thought it was from Frederick. So it probably wasn't a bathing suit. It was probably a fucking lingerie or some shit like that. But it was a white bathing suit. Well, senior year, I was not very popular in school. I was one of those kids. First of all, I wasn't in sports. And I just didn't give a shit. So, I had my very small circle of friends. And senior picnic, I'm like, okay, I look better. I definitely have tits when this popular girl was like flat like a fucking 10-year-old boy. So I'm like, ooh, I look good in this, white bathing suit. And I get in the water, and my friend that had helped me pick this bathing suit out is sitting up on the shore. And I come, and I'm thinking like Bo Derek is who I look like. And I'm coming out of the water because we were at Clem's Lake, we were at, God, I can't think of the name of it, but it wasn't Clem's Lake. It was the other one in Geneva. And I fucking come walking out of the water like I'm Bo Derek, swinging my hips, waving at people. And my friend is like, oh my God, Erica, your bathing suit is see-through. And this is back when we didn't shave. We didn't trim. So like my nipples, my brown nipples showing, my bush, like clear as fucking day.
Yeah, when you said white bathing suit, that's exactly what I thought of. I'm just like, I know what's gonna happen. I know how this works.
Oh my fucking God. Yes.
Oh, geez.
So everybody saw it. But then we had our senior graduation party at somebody's house, and they had a pond. So everybody's drinking, and there's naked Erica. And it's like, let's go skinny dipping. And I talked these other people into going skinny dipping. Of course, our class was a very, very tiny class. How many people were in your graduating class, by the way?
God, I want to say a little over 100.
Okay, so you were from a small town too then, or a small class. Mine had 86.
Yeah. I think I remember this very distinctly one day in high school. I looked at the number of students that were like, on the board. It said like 680 something. Like it wasn't a lot. It really wasn't a lot. Like I grew up in a very, very small town.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So like 100 people, I think 100 people were in the class. I think almost 100 graduated because as we were going through those years, they kept hooking up with each other and having kids and dropping out and stuff. So it was
Oh, that's hilarious.
there were a lot of casualties over those years, but I made it out, so it was fine.
This is kind of a side note, and then we'll get back to the senior party. Our high school, our one high school right in city, they actually started a daycare. Back when I was in high school, they started a daycare center. So they would quit having girls drop out. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. Just
all right.
Just have a condom dispenser and everything will be full. It won't be fine. It'll be
Oh,
better, probably.
please. We're from Indiana. My God, Yeah. That's something else they'll outlaw next.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fucking Indiana. So we're at this picnic and not a ton of people were there. I mean, it was, we had 86 people in our graduating class, but not everybody was at this party, but was at this dude's house. Fuck, his parents could have been inside. I don't even know. But me and two other friends, that's it. Out of everybody that was there, us three got fucking naked and went swimming in the pond. And they were like, what the fuck are you guys naked for? We're getting out of the pond like, whoa, we're graduates, God, so yeah. I wonder how many people. I didn't go to our 30-year class reunion, but I wonder how many people remember that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know my 10-year reunion happened like almost 10 years ago. I think I don't know if the 20 years is gonna happen or not. If it doesn't, I'm not. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna be sad about it.
Yeah. It's what I'm like. I keep in touch with the people I want to keep in touch with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
That's how I'm too. Out of everybody in that class, probably like 5 total I keep in touch with. Two or three are like the ones I'll talk to like on a weekly basis kind of thing.
Yep.
But that's about it.
Yep. Have you ever heard of naked cruising?
Cruising? No, I have not heard of that.
Okay, so that's another fucking thing we used to do. So we had this cruise route that took us right through town. It took us through the McDonald's parking lot, down by the courthouse. We had this whole cruise route. So we would do naked cruising, like these vehicles full of these teenage kids would get completely naked and fucking cruise around town until a cop pulled us over. But we'd fucking cruise around town fucking naked. We were always naked, me especially. But then I got older, a little bit older, and I got pregnant for my older son, right? So I was 21 when I had my older son, and I was at this party, and I was still pregnant at this time. And I was at this party, and me and my friends, I don't know if they were married at the time, but they did end up getting married. So my friend's husband and some other people were there, and we're laughing and we're talking about streaking. And her husband bet me that he could streak further than I could.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, you want to make a bet? I'll fucking streak down this street. I have been naked on this street more than once. I was 9 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
This is how pregnant I was. This was a Saturday night. My son was born on that Thursday. Like, and that was his due date. So it was like, I was big and naked. And I'm like holding my stomach, and he's running and I'm running down the street. And there's all of our friends. They're like, ah, ha, ha, ha. And then the fucking cops came out trying to find us. And we're like trying to run down, and hide ourselves and shit like that. But yeah, fucking naked Erica. And it's like, and I think about this shit, and I think about the kind of reactions I got from these pictures, and I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers don't even know me. You don't even know me. Because that ain't the end of it either. Because you think I would have stopped once that kid was born? Hell fucking no. Hell no, I
Oh
didn't.
my God, I love it.
God, no, I didn't. My God. You know, like I said, it was not unusual to be up at fucking Pierre's. I remember me and my one friend, God, I can't remember how old my older son was. He was probably maybe 3 at the time. So he was at the babysitter's and I'm at the bar and getting drunk with my friend, and we're hot, right? We decide this bar had a water fountain, not a water fountain, like a yeah, like a big pretty fountain, like one of those with a bunch of water and the water sprays and shit right in front
Mhm.
of the bar. Big fucking mistake. I mean, my God, why would you put that in front of a bar? Because, we took our clothes off and got in it. So so we're like in front, like by the front door of this bar. And we're in this water fountain. At this time, I'm like 24, 25. And we're in this water fountain, and these fucking cops get called, and the cops come up, and there I am, naked Erica, standing there talking to this cop, and he's like, "Don't you have no respect for yourself?" And I'm like, "What's your badge number? It is not wrong to be naked. They put this fountain here for us to swim in." Yeah. They also had a hot tub inside the cyber bar at that time. They did have to take that one out because everybody got fucking naked in that one. So, you know, that was, kind of like I probably could have got arrested, but luckily this cop didn't arrest me. And thank God, because I look back, my God, I was working for a um I actually had a couple securities licenses at that time that could have got revoked if I would have. I mean, I made good money, but I like to be naked, and they could have got they could have got revoked if I would have got arrested. So I was very, very lucky. So then I ended up with, having 2 fucking kids. And it's like, well, the body gets bigger. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to tone down naked Erica. Oh, no, actually, before I had, look at all this time, I remember when I was naked. I was at a bachelorette party.
Oh God.
And yep, I was at a bachelorette party, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting for the stripper to show, and they didn't fucking show. That's all right. Naked Erica to the rescue. Fucking did the strip, man. I'm out in front of this house, naked as a jaybird, because I did, like a whole strip tease and shit like that. The girls are laughing. I got like this big double-headed dildo, and we were like slapping each other with it. And the fucking cops came by, and they actually chased me down the street. But, they did. Actually, the cops have chased me in town more than once. One time I fell in the river. Had to crawl my ass up out of that river. But, yeah, the cops chased me, and I circled around and came back and put my clothes on. And then we were like, I don't know who you're looking for. What she look like?
Oh my God.
But then as my kids got older, I'm like, oh no, Erica, now you got 2 boys, the one kid, because they're about 9 years apart. Now, like, I got 2 kids, and now I got a kid that's in school, and I can't have, his little friends telling him, yeah, my mom and dad said that your mom was naked. I mean, it would have been the truth, but so I have this friend that I met at this one job. Love him and his wife to fucking pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, after we got to know each other, and he knows, Erica likes to party naked, I guess I should say, he invited me. Him and his wife were, God, was he the treasurer? But a nudist colony. They were part of a nudist colony.
That's
and I'd
awesome.
never known anybody that was part of one of those. And yeah, him and his wife we're active members in this nudist colony. You don't have to take all your clothes off if you're more comfortable with clothes, but it is clothing optional. And he invited me. He's like, we can bring guests. And then if you decide you want to join and be part of the colony, you certainly can. And I was creeped out. I'm like, it's one thing if I'm naked, it's another thing if everybody's fucking naked. I never did go. I'm like, I don't think I could go to a nudist colony.
That's
You know,
that's that's beyond hilarious. That's beyond
yeah,
hilarious
no, nope.
because
I'll
like
just
you
keep
were
it too naked, Erica.
because I'm just
So
like because in the last
I never did go to
25
that
minutes.
nudist colony, but I probably would have had a lot of fun.
Well, no, in the last 25 minutes, you've talked about being naked more than I've heard anybody say they've been naked, and you have an opportunity to be naked forever, essentially, with a nudist colony, and you get weirded out because everybody else is naked as well.
All right, so but that's naked, Erica, and now that I am 49 years old and my kids are grown, I got a 28-year-old, I got a 19-year-old. I'm like, you know what? Them boys are done grown. I'm going to post some thirsty pictures. So that's where the pictures came in. It's, they're not naked. And I don't know that I would get naked now. I say I don't know, but I don't know. Who knows? Erica might get naked. But that's why I posted those pics. And for everybody saying, oh, I can't believe you did that. And I never knew you were the type that would post pictures like that. Well, I am. So that's my story about naked Erica. So if anybody has any questions, comments, send those to ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com.